everything happened on Wednesday, October 30th. The first game is the Atlanta Hawks lost to Wizards. Wizards scored 133 points, yeah. 120, 133. Trae Young played 40 minutes. Huge game from him. 35 points, 15 assists with 2 steals, 7 for 7. Trae Young is just performing. On a per game basis, where is Trae Young? He's actually the 9th ranked player. Wow. Consider how many turnovers he has while averaging 5.8 turnovers. So he's just been putting up absolutely crazy numbers, averaging 1.6 steals, 90% from the free throw line on 10 attempts. So you should be pretty happy with Trae's performance so far this season, and he's been healthy. Zachary played 35 minutes. DeAndre Hunter and Bogdanovich, they're going to be back at some point. So enjoy him. Try to sell high if you can, but he's not going to get this minutes in the short term. Maybe toward the end of the season, maybe when they're out of the playoffs. Clint Capella played 24 while Okongwu played 24 as well. Neither guy played well at all. No defensive stats. Jalen Johnson played 40 minutes again, 9 for 21. He continues to struggle from the field, but he's putting up those big counting numbers. Again, 2 for 5 from the free throw line. He has been, efficiency-wise, he's been horrible this year. Counting number-wise, he's fine. Jalen Johnson, he's 115th ranked player, shooting 41% from the field and 62% from the free throw line on 5.8 attempts, while averaging 3.6 turnovers. But he's getting 1.8 steals. That's really good. 1 block, 11 rebounds. But if his shooting numbers improve based on his volume, he's averaging 20 points easy. I don't know what's going on with him with his shooting. But if you can buy low on him, throw him like a top 70 or 80 player right now. See if you can get him. It's worth a try. I think his efficiency should improve. For the Wizards, how about Jordan Poole again? He just keep racking up those defensive stats. 3 steals, 9 assists, 4 threes, 8 for 8 from the free throw line. 6 for 17 is no good, but still got 24 points. Jordan Poole has been amazing this year. Sell high if you can. If you can sell him for a top 30, 40 player, or maybe do a 2 for 1 to do a top 30 player, right? If you trade Jordan Poole for Jalen Johnson, obviously they offer different categories. I don't know. Actually, Jordan Poole for Jalen Johnson. If I own Jordan Poole, would I do that trade? Based on how Jordan Poole has played this year, yeah. But try to sell high, like no brainer. Like you can get him for like a top 30, a struggling top 30, 20 player. Yeah. Alex Sarr, he gets a lot of blocks. I think that makes him almost a must roster. I don't think because I have him on my team. I think every game he's got at least 2 blocks, 4 blocks here. So yeah, if you average 2 blocks, 25 minutes a game, you have to roster him. Keyshawn George got 35 minutes. In the short term, he's going to have some value because Kyle Kuzma is out. And how about Bilo? 34 minutes, 11 for 14. He's been amazing. Obviously a sell high, but what can you get from this guy? If you can't really get anything, just he's a 42nd ranked player. Just a hold. He's getting 1.5 steals, shooting 60%. All those are, those two are pretty high. 6 rebounds maybe too high for him too. 19 points. Yeah, it seems like all the categories should go down. But yeah, moving on to the next game, the Detroit Pistons beat the Sixers. Sixers still don't have Joel Embiid or Paul George. So those guys, they might be hurt really bad. I don't know. Jalen Duren, what a stinker. 6 fouls in 10 minutes. Don't really know what's going on with him this game. Tobias Harris finally had a good game with 18 points and 14 rebounds. His usage just got to go up, so can't complain about his performance. Jaden Ivey, great. 23 points, 3 threes, 2 steals, and efficiency seemed good. And Kate Cunningham dropped 22 points, 7 assists, and still in a block with 4 threes. All Detroit guys seem to play pretty well. Scored 105 points. Malik Beasley came off the bench. If you need threes, get this guy. He attempted 10 threes this game, hit 3 of them. But that's all he does, and maybe a little bit points. For the Philadelphia Sixers, Tyrese Maxey, Another game, 40-minute, 25 field goal attempts, 32 points, 7 assists, and 2 steals is just not enough. Andre Drummond, Embiid should be back, you know, well, I don't know if he's going to be back next game, but he should be back at latest next week. So if you can sell if you can sell Andre Drummond, that would be great. I mean, obviously he's been putting up good numbers, getting the minutes. Kelly Oubre Jr., 2 threes, 13 points. Caleb Martin didn't really do much. Yeah. And Kyle Lowry, even though he starts, gets just 20 minutes, 2 steals and a block. Moving on to the next game, the Philadelphia. Excuse me. Move on to the next thing. The Boston Celtics lost to the Pacers in overtime. Okay, their first loss of the season. Derrick White, 8 for 9. Derrick White, this guy is just amazing. 23 points, a steal and a block, 5 assists. Continues to perform while Jrue Holiday is not. Just 25 minutes. And how about Peyton Pritchard? He got 38 minutes. They're giving, clearly this game, Peyton Pritchard was playing a lot better. Jrue Holiday was a minus 19. And Celtics, they were down a lot of points. They came back. In that situation, you want to put your best 3-point shooters, right, to give you a chance. Jack up some threes. So I understand why Peyton should play high minutes. I don't think he's a must roster. If you need threes, you need some scoring, you could stream him. But you just don't know what he's going to give you or how many minutes he's going to play. But his minutes seems to be trending up. So we will see. Jrue Holiday is still the starter. He should still play 30 minutes. But Jrue Holiday now, I think we'll see what happens next week. He's close to a job. And Horford played just 19 minutes as well. So they just give all the minutes to Peyton Pritchard. Because I guess they could go small. Jason Tatum, 37 points is nice, 5 threes, but efficiency is a little bit tough. Added 4 steals, which is really nice. Jaylen Brown, 1 for 11, Those games going to happen. Celtics they still shot 33%, so it's not horrible, right? 33% from the 3 means 50% field goal from the 2, which is okay. Not horrible. But Jaylen Brown took 30 field goals. That's concerning. 5 assists, 2 steals, and 2 blocks, and 25 points. The two star players just did not play well, and they still went to overtime. For the Pacers, how about Tyrese Haliburton? 12 assists. Here we go. That's good. 2 steals, 2 threes, 17 points. Okay, this level of stats is close to like a top 20 player, but not a first rounder, which is okay if he can stay healthy and play a lot of games. Isaiah Jackson started. No Miles Turner, 2 steals and 2 blocks. If you're gonna start, absolutely stream him for blocks. Pascal Siakam with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 5 assists, and hit 6 threes, but goes 1 for 4 from the free throw line. No defensive stats. Siakam has been consistent this year, and Aaron Nesmith had 12 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Okay game. Pacers, they don't really have too much value. Andrew Nembhard, what is going on? He starts play 5 minutes. I don't really understand. And then they give Benedict Benjamin. I guess he popped off, but we're not gonna pick him up after this game. There's just too many variance when it comes to his minutes game to game. The next game is the Lakers got destroyed by the Cavaliers. The Lakers had a good start and they lost 2 straight. The Cavaliers, they haven't lost a game. They're good in the regular season. So obviously the minutes were low across the board, but this year they're giving the ball to AD, which is good. 22 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 steals. Somehow shot 4 for 8 from the free throw line. LeBron, 26 points is good. It's surprising he just played every game so far at age of 40, almost 40. Let's see if he actually end up resting down the stretch, but we'll see. Rui Hachimura, if you want to roster him at the moment, his minutes is really good. He give you points and threes. Points in efficiency and some rebounds and a little bit 3. So if that's useful for you, sure, go ahead. And Austin Reeves and D'Lo both struggled. It's fine. It's just a bad game. Move on. For the Cavaliers, Jarrett Allen and Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley went off. Well, so is Jarrett Allen. Mobley did that in 18 minutes with 5 fouls, 25 points, but absolutely nothing else. Jarrett Allen had 17 rebounds and 2 blocks. Big game from him. And Donovan Mitchell with 24 points, 7 assists, and 3 steals. For him to be a top 10 player on a per game basis, he has to average close to 2 steals. He doesn't do enough in other categories compared to other guys. He doesn't get a lot of assists. He doesn't get a lot of rebounds. He scored a decent amount, get to the line, but just, his defensive numbers has got to be up there. Darius Garland, 10 assists and 2 steals is good enough. I'll take it. Move on to the next game. Wow. Another high scoring game, 133-138. Charlotte Hornets beat the Toronto Raptors. Toronto Raptors are dealing with a couple of injuries. Scotty Barnes is going to be out 3 to 4 weeks. And Emmanuel Quickley is still out. So I don't know. I think RJ Barrett and Grady Dick, those guys are going to benefit. They both dropped 30 plus points. But it is against the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know how much it means. But good efficiency from RJ this game. Well, not from the free throw line. Horrible. But 8 assists and 2 steals and 4 threes is really good. Grady Dick continues to impress with 30 points and 2 threes. But at the end of the day, 3 steals is also nice. If he can bump up his steals, that would be really good. On the season, he's averaging 1 steal. Okay. 82nd ranked player. 19 points with 2.2 threes. Those are good numbers. I just don't know if Emmanuel Quickley, if everybody is healthy, he's not going to average 19 points. More like 14, 15, and 2 threes, which is useful if that's... And he's efficient. He's shooting 48%. But just don't expect him to get rebound assists or, a lot of steals or blocks. 1 steal is actually okay. So if he's on the waiver wire, sure. In the short term, absolutely pick him up. Davion Mitchell, if you want to stream him for assist, I guess you could have him until IQ comes back. And Jonathan Mongba, I don't know who this guy is. He came in, played 25 minutes. We can stream him in the short term with Scotty Barnes out. He seems to be getting the minutes, the backup minutes. And Jacob Pertl had a decent game as well. 35 minutes, 16 rebounds, 20 points, and 2 steals. But, this game, again, is against the Charlotte Hornets. And they scored 133 points. Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo Ball somewhat struggled here. 19 points, 6 assists, and 2 steals. But with LaMelo, you got to pound field goal and turnovers. You just kind of have to. You're going to lose turnover. Turnover variance is also pretty crazy. I don't want to say that, but he's averaging over, 5 turnovers a game. Seth Curry, not really fantasy relevant. And Nick Richards absolutely went off again. Where's Mark Williams? This got to be a joke at this point. If you drafted Mark Williams, imagine he doesn't play again this season. This is definitely a scam. Mark Williams. This is 2 seasons now, just nowhere to be seen. So Nick Richards, if you need big man stats, sure, have him. 1 steal and 4 blocks is pretty good. And Miles Bridges, what is going on? Why did he only get 23 minutes? He was bad, I guess, minus 12. But wow, they seem to bench him. They go with Cody Martin or Graham Williams. That is actually very concerning for Miles Bridges. That means his minutes is not secure. I remember last year when he came back, he was getting 35 minutes, 39 minutes. Maybe just because there's nobody else. But this is concerning. The minutes is usually the most concerning part. I mean, guys gonna shoot. They may not get defensive stats, stuff like that, but minutes is very concerning. Trey Mann, 28 minutes, 27 points, 2 steals and block, and 4 threes. Yeah, he's gonna get 26 to 30 minutes a night as a backup. He seems to be useful enough. Yeah, if you need some guard stats, you could have him for sure. Move on to the next game. The New York Knicks beat the Miami Heat. This is Karl Anthony Towns' game. He scores for 44 points. Yeah, he was incredibly low in usage the first 3 games. 44 points is amazing. 13 rebounds. 4 threes, crazy efficiency. And with 5 fouls. Really good game from him, but just, no defensive stats. I feel like the Knicks this year, defensively, now with Cat at the center, they're just not the same. They're losing a lot in defense, so I don't know. We'll see. But their wing defenders are crazy good. That's for sure. OG Anunoby, 3 threes and 2 steals. He did what he did. Josh Hart, 14 points, 14 rebounds, 6 assists. This is very Josh Hart game as well. Mikal Bridges had it going offensively. Not really. 6 for 16. But hit 4 threes, 2 steals, and 2 blocks with 6 assists. Those are good numbers. And Jalen Brunson, another somewhat disappointing game. He will pick it up, but last year he averaged a lot of points because Randall was out a lot, so he kind of had to. So he's gonna have, with Cat, he's still gonna have games where he goes off, but it's gonna be way less, just because now he's got to share the ball with a bunch of other folks. Last year, literally, no Knicks players can create for themselves. Like OG can do that for a little bit for himself. Mikal Bridges, right? All these guys, they could do it. For the Miami Heat, Jimmy Butler, 15 points, 2 steals, okay game, and Bam Adebayo. Yeah, Bam Adebayo used to be really good in fantasy. I just year over year, he just gets worse and worse. This is obviously one game, but he just doesn't get defensive stats. And yeah, I mean points and rebound, they just stay the same every single year. Nikola Jovic, 27. If you want to have him or stream him for sure, but I don't know. He's like an absolute must roster. Tyler Hero had a good game offensively with 8 threes and 34 points, 7 assists and a steal. And Terry Rozier, 60 points, 7 assists. Both guys are must roster players, but they don't get me excited. They give you a lot of good points and threes and some assists. Moving on to the next game, the Brooklyn Nets, they keep winning games. 119-106, they beat the Grizzlies. Ben Simmons, 24 minutes, he fouls a lot. 5 fouls again, 8 points, 5 rebounds. Yeah, if you need assists and rebound, or if your team is pounding points and threes, yeah, absolutely have him. Otherwise, you should really try to trade him. He's going to be kind of a headache player just because he gets very low minutes. And how about Dennis Schroeder? We got to try to sell high on him. We just have to. 33 points, 8 assists, 6 threes. Cam Thomas, still a good game, I would say. 10 for 11 from the free throw line, 19 points. But, Cam Thomas just, really good points and threes, I guess. And free throw now, apparently. Dorian Finney-Smith started at the center. That means they messed around with Claxton's minutes again. Well, Claxton did not play. He was out. Okay. But this is, if you own Claxton, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You just have to hold, I guess. I guess a really bad situation for him, to be honest. Cameron Johnson, I don't think he's a must-roster player, but he hit 4 threes. That's good enough here. If you have, if you're looking for efficiency, you don't need any other thing, sure, you could have it. And Jalen Wilson, Zaire Williams, they got 27, 26 minutes. Yeah, we can't really trust a minute with the Nets. Well, this is a bad loss for the Grizzlies. And what is more concerning is Ja Morant's minutes. And it's really concerning, to be honest. Excuse me. Ja Morant's minutes is really concerning. This is not just one game now. I know the game wasn't close, but he just doesn't get 38 minutes now. He doesn't. He gets 30 minutes. Same thing with Jaren Jackson Jr. So, and he doesn't really score as much. 11 assists, really good. So I think we got to look at Ja Morant differently. He's not a guy that's going to give you 27 points a game. He's not a guy that's going to play 35 minutes. More like 22, 23 points a game and play 30 minutes. And obviously the assists might dip a little bit as well, but here 11 assists really good. So very, very concerned, to be honest, with Ja Morant. I would not buy low on him. If anything, if he pops off under 30 minutes, I'll sell him. Just the minutes is concerning. It could change, but yeah, maybe they just try to protect him. And what is up with Desmond Bane playing 60 minutes? What is going on there? Is he hurt? Desmond. Okay, he's hurt. Yeah, that makes sense. Zach Edey plays 18 minutes. He's not fantasy relevant. And Marcus Smart plays 6 minutes. Why is that? Is he also hurt? What is up with the Grizzlies? He's not ranked, so I can't even see him. I'm assuming he's also out. So Santi Aldama, Scottie Pippen Jr., now they become a pickup. They might get a few extra minutes and they could contribute. But Grizzlies doesn't seem like they're going to be good this year. Moving on to the next game. The Magic lost a good, close one, 99-102. Wendell Carter Jr., how about Wendell Carter? Still a decent game. If you need rebounds, for sure, you want to have him. He's been also averaging more minutes. He had a little bit of foul trouble here. That's why he only got 28. But he could average 9 rebounds, no problem. But everything else, I have no idea. I'll probably give you 10 points a game, which is okay. 14 points here, 4 for 4 from the line. KCP gets huge minutes, doesn't do anything. Gets huge minutes, 34 minutes here again with 1 steal. Jalen Suggs. How about Jalen Suggs? Week 1, I think he was getting like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, now he gets 4 steals and 2 blocks. Crazy good. 3 threes, but probably a sell high after this week. Um, I don't know for the rest of it. He's an 18th ranked player. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna mess with his minutes. Averaging 2.2 steals. He probably gets a lot of steals. Not 2.2, but 1.7, 1.8, no problem. Um, making 3.4 threes, that's a little bit high. But Jalen Suggs is crazy good actually. If you give him minutes, it's just I don't know if he's gonna continue getting this level of minutes. Um, yeah, but he is the starting point guard. Banchero, 31 minutes with 2 threes. Not a bad game efficiency wise, but no defensive stats. And Franz Wagner played 23 minutes. Again, did he get hurt again? Yeah. But Franz Wagner, he just just give you a little bit of everything. Um, not one particular category that jumps out. For the Bulls, okay, a good win for them. Josh Giddey, whoa, his minutes is creeping up, 31 minutes. Yeah, so that means they give Lonzo Ball did not play, so maybe it's because of that. But if Josh Giddey can get 30 minutes, that's obviously a nice win. 20 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists is good. Kobe White, 21 points with 4 threes. Zach LaVine, 11 points with 10 rebounds. They all played okay. Zach LaVine obviously didn't play so well here, but they got the W. Vucevic went off, 14 rebounds, 5 assists with the steal and the block. Vucevic is a guy, if he shoots the ball well, I'm going to try to sell high, but his role on this team is very secure. He doesn't need to worry about minutes, but he just doesn't get a lot of defensive stats. That's really his problem as a center. The next game is the San Antonio Spurs got destroyed by Oklahoma City Thunder. I don't think we should be surprised by that. OKC is the best team in the West. And Victor Wembanyama. Oh my God, Victor Wembanyama. This is the time to buy low, but for example, I would not trade AD for him. Like I would not trade. There are a couple guys, right? Obviously, Jokic, no. AD, no. Luka, no. Giannis, if you're not pounding free throws, I absolutely would try to trade him. Yeah, but if you're pounding free throws, your team is pounding free throws and all that, I also probably would not trade for Victor Wembanyama at this point. Because he could struggle for a long time. We're talking about obviously bad scenarios. Good scenarios is he started popping off next week. But the defense, the fact that he only got 5 shots, he played 27 minutes, yeah, it's concerning. He only got 5 shots. Not to say he's not being aggressive. It just, can he even average 25 points? If he just averaged 20 points, right, that's what he did last year. He averaged 3.9 blocks. I don't think he's averaging that. So there's a lot. And also, the teams could just figure him out a little bit more defensively on how to deal with him, because he's such a unique player, right? Who do you want to put on him, right? Traditional bigs might get cooked on the perimeter. So maybe they put a smaller guy on him and make him go to the post. Maybe he's not that good of a post player. Maybe they double him. I don't know. I haven't really watched enough Spurs games, but yeah, when you buy low, maybe be careful. I would trade Trae Young for him. Yeah, they obviously do give you different categories. Jason Tatum, these type of players, yes, I would. Yeah, 1 for 1, yes. I would even add, if you got Jason Tatum plus somebody, I think if you're a Wembanyama owner, you probably take it at this point. This is, I think, the lowest point. I think he's gonna have a way better game next game. But yeah, this is the time you go buy low. But don't throw him like a top 6, top 7 player. Well, Tyrese Halliburton, who's a high draft pick, yeah, I would. And if I got an Embiid, I probably would too. I would draft. I would do the swap if I have Embiid. Actually, I don't know. We gotta see Embiid play first. But yeah, this is the time to buy Victor Wembanyama low. And this might continue for another week, another month. We don't know. Chris Paul 9 assists is good. 1 steal and a block, 3 threes. Solid enough. Julian Champagne 20 minutes. He's not fantasy relevant. Jeremy Sohan is a guy that maybe we could stream. But nobody else. Like Harrison Barnes, yeah, we could stream him for some points and threes. That's really it. This Spurs team are just, not very good. There's another concerning part is they keep losing. Wembanyama is going to sit out, some back-to-backs for sure. And the minutes going to be low as well. For Oklahoma City Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander finally had a bad game. 18 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and a steal. Okay. Cason Wallace had 1 3, 2 steals and a block. Jalen Williams a big game. Well, defensively, 8 assists is really good. 4 steals and a block and 7 rebounds. They are pretty good. They didn't shoot the ball well, but they got the win. And she had Holmgren right now. Fantasy wise, in real life, way better than Victor right now. And obviously, Victor Wembanyama does not have Shai, but we don't know what's gonna happen if they do have Wembanyama. If OKC does have him, how much better they will be. But Shai is doing his job, man. 2 steals and 2 block, super efficient. Obviously a sell high. I would trade Shai Holmgren plus somebody for Victor Wembanyama all day. But I also just try to trade Shai Holmgren for like do a 2-for-1. Try to do to get a top 5, top 6 player. Yeah, because I think when guys come back, when Isaiah Hartenstein comes back, he's gonna cool off. The next game is the Golden State Warriors. They beat the Pelicans again. The NBA schedule is crazy. They literally played each other 2 days ago, and they play each other again. And they win again without Steph Curry. Embarrassing. But they did not have CJ McCollum, so they started Jose Alvarado. 16 points, a steal and 2 blocks, 4 threes. Sure, if CJ McCollum continues to miss games, yes, stream him. How about Jordan Hawkins? 14 threes. If you need threes and points, yeah. He doesn't give you anything else, but he scores a lot and he hits a lot of threes. Zion Williamson goes 5 for 20. Oh my God. The Warriors defense really good. Versus Zion, horrible. Zion is also a buy low this season so far, but be careful who you trade him for because he's really bad free throw. If your team is pounding free throws, I would aggressively try to trade Zion Williamson. Brandon Ingram 14 points. Yeah, they all played. None of the Pelican players play good, and for the Warriors, nobody seemed to play well. Well, Draymond Green did 6 assists, 1 steal, and 5 blocks. Crazy good. He hasn't been getting any defensive stats, and he also hit 3 threes and scored 14 points. Also try to sell Draymond Green high. If he continues to have games like this, Tracy Jackson Davis 20 minutes, that makes him really hard to hold. I will be very comfortable moving on from him. Lindy Waters the third. Do we want to touch him? Not really. Podziemski 38 minutes. Yeah, he's an absolutely must roster with Curry out. 8 rebounds, 7 assists, and a steal. Just look at the minutes. Moses Moody also played 30 minutes. I'm not a big fan of him. And Jonathan Kuminga, he just came off the bench. Same thing with Buddy Hield. Buddy Hield, yes, he needs to be rostered. He hit so many threes. He needs to be rostered. A good win for the Warriors. The last game is somehow the LA Clippers lost to Portland at home. Somehow. Anthony Simons, bad field goal, but got 25 points and 1 turnover. I guess that's a win. 6 assists with 3 threes. An okay game from him. Kamara got 40 minutes. 3 steals and a block is really nice. Danny Advia, good game. 13 points, 10 rebounds, a steal and 2 blocks. That's why we gotta be patient with Danny Advia. As long as he's getting minutes, I don't care about his usage. It's okay he take 8 shots a game because he does a lot in the other areas. Jeremy Grant really did not shoot the ball well, but don't matter. The Portland Blazers, they got the win. And DeAndre Ayton had 12 rebounds and 200 blocks. Yeah, no, I'll play well. Scoot Henderson, do you want to roster him? If you need points and assists, yes. Otherwise, I don't really see any reason you want to have him on your team. For the LA Clippers, James Harden, 19 points, 10 assists, 3 steals. Pretty good with 5 threes. Yeah. Norman Powell went off again. 30 points. Norman Powell is a sell high. Depending on who you can get. If you can get a top 30, top 40 player, you absolutely do it. Maybe Norman Powell, you add him. You sell him top 50 player, add Norman Powell to get a top 20, 30 player. I just don't think this level of shooting is going to continue. But on the other side, they do need offense from somebody. They don't really have anybody that can really score the basketball. As long as Kawhi Leonard is out. So by that logic, he might have a good year. Can average close to like 20 points, maybe 18, 19 points. No problem. Zubac had a bad game, but no worries. He still got 12 rebounds and still in 2 blocks. He's going to be really good this year, Zubac. He's going to get a lot of minutes because they cannot go small. Derrick Jones Jr., you can stream him for defensive stats. And that's it. That's all the games, guys. I will see you tomorrow.